A new bill recently introduced to change SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, for the low income. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, now in this video, I do want to share with you the details of this new bill that was recently introduced that would change SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, in a major way for the 43 million beneficiaries who rely on these benefits every single month. Let's get into it and talk about what they're now saying and what they are now proposing in this bill. However, really quickly before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this video so far and you want more like it, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you every single day, watching all the latest information hitting the wire, doing the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can see what's going on out there and how it may impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and of course anything popping up we can possibly grab and or take advantage of. So again, I'm here for you every single day, no matter what. That's my promise, and as always, I'm sticking to it. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk through this new bill. All right, so first things first, before we get into it, I want to say this much. As of right now, this has not passed through Congress yet. And again, I want to throw this out there. I am not here to instill fear in anybody. I'm not here to scare anybody, but rather I'm here to bring you the information because this is what's going on in Congress right now, and we got to watch Congress very closely because at the end of the day, it's down to a few hundred people that have the decisions to change the lives of millions and millions of people, and of course, your benefit, okay? So, just want to make that very clear. I am not here trying to scare anybody. I'm never here to scare anybody, but rather I'm here to bring you the information. All right, so the name of the bill, or this one that's being proposed, is called America Works Act. You can see where we're going with this, right? Yeah, let's talk through the details. All right, so this was introduced by Representative Dusty Johnson, America Works Act, and here's what it is. They want to change the way that SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps, are basically distributed to about 43 million individuals and households all across the country. Let me point this out. As you can tell by the name of the bill, what does it mean? Basically, they want to institute a work requirement for SNAP beneficiaries. Again, I know, please don't be upset with me. I'm just the messenger, okay? This is not my plan. This is not my proposal. This is not my bill, but rather I'm just bringing you the information, okay? So please don't be upset with me. But here's what they want to do. They want to institute a minimum work requirement in order to be eligible for SNAP benefits, okay? Let me tell you more details about this. So basically what it would be, according to my understanding of this, again, okay, I'm just bringing you the information that I know. It looks like they want to institute a work requirement of a minimum of 20 hours for those individuals basically up to the age of 65. According to my understanding, again, I could be wrong with this, but again, I looked into it as much as I could. I dug into this thing. It looks like those individuals above the age of 65 may be exempt from this, as in it may not apply. But those individuals under the age of 65, this would be applied according to this new bill. Now again, it has not passed through Congress yet. By the way, in just a minute or two here, I will come back. I will come in here and I will share with you my opinions on this as far as the likelihood of something like this actually passing through Congress, okay? But more on that in a second here. I'll have that at the end of the video. My opinion as far as do I believe something like this would actually pass and what's the likelihood of something like this actually happening, okay? Now, here's the thing. They ran some studies on this to figure out how many people would this actually impact. So like I said, there's 43 million beneficiaries who receive SNAP benefits across the entire country right now. This would impact 26% of those SNAP beneficiaries, otherwise known as 10 million beneficiaries, would essentially lose or have their benefits cut substantially as a result of this bill, okay? So basically a quarter, 26%, that's basically a quarter of the people that receive SNAP benefits, 10 million beneficiaries would be impacted by this in a big way. Now, there would be exceptions also for those individuals and those households that do have kids under the age of 7, okay? The reason for that is basically they're saying if a kid is in school 35 hours a week, they're basically saying, hey, the parents could be out working at least 20 hours a week. And again, that's just what they're saying here in this proposal, in this bill, okay? So weird stuff, okay? So anyway, this is what they're proposing out there. I talked about this, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4 weeks ago, something like that. I was in a separate video and said, hey, everybody, look out. They're introducing this bill here to institute a work requirement for SNAP beneficiaries. Okay, now these are the details of this bill that we know as of right now, okay? This was introduced in Congress. It has not been passed through. All right, so let me take a minute here and let me throw my opinions out there as far as what is the likelihood of something like this actually happening. Is it going to pass? What is the probability of this actually happening? And will they actually do this? Okay, now again, full disclaimer, from here on out will be my opinions, okay? Again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm just going to throw this out there based on my knowledge about this, based on my understanding and what is going on in Congress right now. Here's my honest opinion. It's not happening, okay? That's just my honest opinion, okay? I don't think this is going to happen. Here's why. Okay, fine. Maybe it passes through one of the chambers. Maybe it passes through the House, but it'll probably fail in the Senate. Maybe it passes through one of the chambers. Highly doubt this is going to get passed through both chambers. In the event it passes through the House and passes through the Senate, I can't imagine the president's going to sign it. I don't think this has any ground to stand on in Congress, okay? I just don't believe it does. Now, maybe it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's hope I'm not wrong on this one, okay? Because here's the thing, if I'm wrong, that means it's going to happen, okay? I don't think this is going to happen. We've seen so many bills, packages, and proposals being introduced here over the last couple of years in Congress. How many of them actually work their way through the congressional process and actually turn into law? Not many, right? A very, very small percentage of them. I think this is just another one that we can look at. We can maybe consider for a minute or two and think, oh, nice proposal. Throw it in the burn pile. You know what I mean? So I literally think this is one of those where we're going to come out, they're going to introduce this thing, they're going to talk about it for a minute, they're going to argue, they're going to, bash each other back and forth for a couple minutes here, and then they're going to throw it in the incinerator, and that's going to be the last we ever hear about it, okay? That is my honest opinion on this thing. I don't think this is ever going to happen. Not right now, anyway. I just don't see it. With the current layout of Congress right now, I just don't see it. I just don't see this happening. So, like I said earlier, we got to continue watching everything coming out of Congress because you never know. I've said this before in other videos, and I want to say it really quickly, which is, how many times here over the last couple of years have we seen bills being introduced in Congress, and we think, that is garbage, get rid of it right away. And then sure enough, they come back and they pass it. Right? We've seen that happen over the last couple of years here. In fact, just, late last year or something like that, we had the Inflation Reduction Act. Again, a major joke of a bill. Seriously, a $900 billion bill that they said is going to reduce inflation. Has it done anything to inflation? It's done nothing to inflation other than possibly keep inflation high. And again, we know from a report that was just a new report that was released by Goldman Sachs just a few days ago, actually showed that that bill is actually going to cost 4 times as much. Some of the elements of that bill is going to cost 4 times as much as they told us. In fact, there's some lawsuits going on because it was misleading. So again, just throwing that out there, okay? So my point is, how many times have we seen them come forward with a garbage bill that we think there's no way this is going to pass, and then it does? How many times have we seen Congress come forward with a really good bill that we think, wow, that's a nice one, not bad, we should probably get it passed, and then they don't do anything about it, right? We've seen it happen. So my point is, I want to continue keeping you updated with everything going on here. And again, every so often, I do like to throw my opinions out there to show you, based on everything that I'm watching, based on my knowledge behind all this, we've been watching this stuff very closely. We have a pretty good feel for Congress these days as far as what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. I think this is one of those we can throw into the pile of the not do pile, okay? I think this is one of those, okay? But again, can't put it past them. We have no clue what they're going to do going forward. But these are the parameters of the America Works Act and what they want to do about it. Basically just saying, putting some work requirements into the SNAP program, and it looks like it'd be a minimum of 20 hours a week. Now again, is that feasible for a lot of people? Depends. Probably not for a lot of people, which is why somebody may be receiving SNAP benefits. Again, a lot of different issues that, people are dealing with. Again, older adults, people with disabilities, a lot of reasons why people can't work 20 hours a week. And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? So again, these are the details of the new bill that is out there right now. Again, I will continue watching this one very closely, just like everything else going on out there. And as I get more details, of course, I will keep you posted. But I would imagine this is going to be one of those that we hear about it. It's going to be around for a little while, a couple months here. It's going to be bouncing around. There's going to be some talk about it. There's going to be some controversy about it. But I would not be shocked within, say, 2, 3, 4 months from now. I would not be surprised if this one disappears, just like we've seen with so many other bills out there, where all of a sudden in 3 months from now, we look back and think, hey, what happened to that? And it's totally gone. Never hear another peep about it. Wouldn't be shocked if this is one of those. Anyway, I'll keep you posted as I get more information, but just want to keep you updated with everything going on and what is possibly being introduced as far as what is possibly on the table to come for SNAP beneficiaries, otherwise known as food stamps. Anyway, again, please don't worry about this one. I would not be concerned about this one right now. If this starts working its way through Congress, then maybe we can get a little bit worried about it. But as of right now, I wouldn't be worried about it. I would not lose sleep over this thing. Just wouldn't. It's not worth it, okay? Anyway, hope this one helps you out. Either way, I will keep you posted. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, enjoy your day, take care, and catch you again later.